Hey guys, it's me, Rohan Singh, and today I'm going to talk about another book. Now, the book I'm going to be talking about today is a book in which I reviewed in another video, and that video is top 5 best dystopian/utopian books. So, if any of you are interested in watching that video in which this book is also mentioned, then the link will appear here. Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. Now, Ray Bradbury is one of my favorite authors. The other book which he has written, which I also reviewed, Something Wicked This Way Comes, was one of my favorite books of all time, alongside 1984. Now, this will be a rather short review because I've already talked about this book in the other video, so there's not a lot I have left except some going into more deeper territory and sort of describing more. Now, Fahrenheit 451 is, if you don't know the story, about Guy Montag, who is a fireman. But usually, firemen put out the fire. But instead of putting out fires, he burns books. Yes, this is a dystopia in which books are outlawed. They are banned in every way, at least in the country in which Montag lives. There's also the threat of an impending nuclear war, so there is that. And life is not that good in this world. On the surface it may feel pretty comfortable, but inside it is very hollow, and there's not much things a person can do as the government is in so much power. See, in this book there's an illusion of choice, an illusion of entertainment, an illusion of people living comfortable lives. And then we have Guy Montag, our protagonist, who is a fireman whose job it is to burn the books which are found. Now, since books are outlawed, he burns the books, disposes of them, so that there are none left. And it's also his job to destroy the house in which he found the books in. So it's quite a destructive practice. Now, this book is basically describing the world in which these people live in, this world in which books are banned. And Guy Montag, who is a fireman, is now beginning to doubt the ethics and morals of this new type of society in which books are banned. This world in which no one really around him seems to question it, and it seems that like he's the only one out there. And this book is just him revolving around him and the dramatic events and the way they escalate when people find out about his practices, which do not support the overall majority worldview that books are bad and they should be outlawed. And as a result, this is quite an entertaining and intense book. There are some books out there which are very slow, but this really just picks up your attention and gets into the action straight on. And just because it is fast doesn't mean it is too action filled. No, it does have deep, profound moments in it, but usually I like books which have deep, profound moments but have a fast pace. It's a relatively quick book to finish. It's not short, but it isn't long either, so you can finish it within 2-3 days if you read for 2 to 3 hours. Eventually, Montag starts to hide books. The books which are present in the houses which he burns as a fireman, he starts to collect some of them and starts to hide them in his house. It is because of these hidden books which eventually sort of, reveal everything. I won't tell how because that is part of the story, but they reveal everything, and that entire sequence of events is the reason his life, Montag's life, our main characters, is basically changed forever. And that is what this book is about, basically about Montag, the world in which books are banned, the ideals he follows, and the way society reacts to such a person who seems to like books instead of hating them, or seems to find them useful. They usually react in very hateful, sort of disgusted way, and treat him as a person who is mad in the head. So it's a very entertaining novel. It brings up ideas which I hadn't thought of before about how we as humans sometimes consume too much of mindless entertainment. Are we even thinking for ourselves, or are we just being fed things right to us, and we are just eating it up without questioning it or even thinking about it? I feel like this book has aged better than some of its counterparts, especially books which were written a few years ago when the internet wasn't a thing. But this book has aged well and makes sense, even though the actual events surrounding it might not be true. The themes and the ideas which it presents are still very true today, and will actually make more sense now than they did before. So not only is this book pretty well written, but it's also relevant. So that's another plus. And if I were to give this rating, I would give it 4 out of 5. really good book. I enjoyed it, and that's it. Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe and like if you enjoyed it, and goodbye.